David yes and felt afraid. The Philistine had been his enemy ever since he had killed their star soldier, Goliath the giant. Now that they had recognized him, they might either kill him or turn him over to Saul, who also wanted him dead. David said a prayer. He was frightened, and he could do nothing else but turn to the Lord who had saved him from death so many times before. God showed David what he should do. Whenever King Achish and his men were around, David pretended to be a madman. He rolled his eyes and drove down his beard. He drew funny pictures on the door and wall and made strange sounds. When the king saw him, he shouted at his soldier, "Don't I have enough men around as it is? Any fool can see that this is not General David. Where did you pick up this madman? I don't want him here." The Philistines looked at each other. I could have sworn he was David. They brought David to the city gates and dumped him outside the city. David waited until it was dark, then slipped away from the Philistine city. He had tricked the enemy into letting him go. A cry for help. 1 Samuel 22, 1-2. Can someone please read that for me? First Samuel 22, 1-2.
First Samuel 22, verse 1. David left Gad and escaped to the cave of Adullam. When his brother and his father's household heard about it, they went down to him there. Verse 2. All those who were in the distress or in debt of this discontent gathered around him, and he became their commander. About 400 men were with him.
Amen.
Amen.
Everywhere David went, men who did not trust Saul or who were in trouble came to David to fight by his side. His brother, father, friends, and strangers, they all joined David's troop. Together, the men moved from cave to cave, hillside, through the desert between the cliffs. They were always on the run from Saul's soldiers, but no matter what, David prayed to God to find out when they would be leave a place and where they should go next. David knew God protected him, and he trusted the Lord. One day, a messenger came to David. The Philistines are attacking the Hebrews' town of Keilah. David prayed, asking God if he and his men should go and fight the Palestinians. The Lord answered him, "Go attack the Philistines and give the people of Keilah." David's men were afraid, so David asked the Lord the second time. Again, the Lord said, "Go down to Keilah, I will hand the Palestinians over to you." David and his men did just as the Lord said. They rescued the town of Keilah and won a great battle against the enemy, Pakistan. But Saul heard that David was in Keilah, and he thought, "Now I have David." Keilah is a city of gates and barred windows, just like jail. I can trap him inside, and there is no way he can escape from me. When David heard that Saul was coming after him with a huge force of men, he asked God, will Saul come? And if they do, will the people hand us over to Saul? Yes, God told him. So David and his men flee into the desert. They traveled at night under cover of darkness, and when it was coolest. The day after, they saw search for him, but God helped David hide in all the right places. God helped David to hide in the right places.